Hey, today I'm going to do a review of my ATX 700 series dip bars. Hey, this is Greg with Discovering Strength, the channel focused on all things garage gym. If you like what you see, consider subscribing below. So I have had the dip bars for about 3 weeks or so, and I've been putting them to use in my daily workouts. And today I'm gonna give you my full in-depth review. So first, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how these work. It's pretty simple, but you just pivot them like that and they slide on and off. You can see here just how it works, just like a J cup to slide on the rack. And on the inside, you can see the plastic pieces there that protect your rack. And those are really nice. I've got no complaints on that. That actually, it makes for a pretty snug fit on the rack itself. So then just taking that, you just slide it in the hole, twist, and it's in place. Very simple and easy to use. Give you the close-up view here to just see, you know, there's really, if you try to wiggle that, there's very little wiggle room, so it's very securely on there. You can see the plastic there where it sits right next to the rack on either side. Then you can see as you pivot it up to be able to take it off, how it looks. So in terms of some of the dimensions on this, so I think what some people may want to know is just what kind of gap do you have in between these when they're on the rack, from the most narrow point here at the end to here at the back side. So in terms of a gap, the most narrow right here at the end is going to be 17 inches or 43 centimeters. And then the widest point here at the back is going to be 23 inches or 58 centimeters. Then another consideration people might want to know about is just how far outside of the rack do these protrude out. And this little arm piece here that comes out, that's about 13 inches or 33 centimeters. So when you're looking, in terms of how far outside the rack, it's really about that same length. So about 13 inches or 33 centimeters. And you can see that this is a powder coated metal finish on really throughout the entire piece. Here is powder coated. And you do have ATX end cap here. This looks like a plastic piece on the end. I really like just how lightweight they are individually. I mean, they're definitely heavy duty. I have no concern that I would, ever put more weight than these could handle on them. Really, I'm just looking at body weight and maybe, using a dip belt to add weight for certain things. So then that goes into the ease of use. Like I showed you, just being able to take these on and off is very easy. I like that they're two separate pieces. Previously, I had on my other rack, I had a wide dip attachment. It was one solid piece and it would attach onto the uprights of my rack. And it worked out, but it was also very heavy. That on its own was something like 35, 40 pounds. These weigh in together at 7.5 kilograms, or that's about 16 pounds. So separately, it's half that. So this is about 8 pounds for each one, which makes it really easy to move around and put wherever you want. And then I also really like how I can store these out of the way. Just the way I've got my, my weight plate storage pegs on the side, it has complicated a little bit how I would do it if I had a little more room. But just to show you how I store them up and out of the way, I just put them right here on the rear uprights. All right, so that gives you a better view of how I'm storing it up and out of the way on the back side of the rack. So I'll put one right there, and then I've been putting the other just on the other side of the rear upright. And then that makes it pretty easy to just be able to pop it off over there, and you just walk over and put it right in place. Just like that. And I think these are very competitively priced. So I live in Germany. I'm able to order directly from ATX here. And in euros, it's 75 euros for the pair. So in dollars, maybe you're looking at more like $85, $90 for these. But I think that's very fair and competitive pricing. Now the grip here is, it's powder coated. It does feel very secure. I get a good grip when I'm using these. And in terms of the diameter of these are gonna be a little bit wider, or the diameter is gonna be greater than on a normal barbell. So you can look up here at the Smith machine barbell there, and I would say that this is maybe about twice the diameter of one of those. And I'll also say that I have been very happy with the ATX customer service. So I actually initially got a pair of these, and I've got them sitting right over here, and one of them was missing, like right here. This one was missing the plastic piece, and so I reached out to customer service, let them know about that, and I just asked for them to send me this plastic piece because that's all I needed. But instead, they just sent me a brand new pair of these. So that was very nice of them. The customer service has been a good experience. I mean, it means now that I have 2 pairs of these. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that first pair. I really like to get that plastic piece, and I don't know, maybe I could make use of them somehow. Now to what I don't love quite so much, or maybe in other words, what I would like to see improved. One, this totally does the job, just having this powder coated finish, but I would prefer to have maybe the handles be like stainless steel handles with knurling on them. I think that would be a really nice upgrade. I'm sure that something like that then means that the price point would go up. It would be more expensive. But just with, how nice the whole MPHR 780 rack is that I have, it feels super high end. The dip bars don't quite feel as high end. It does the job, but the finish is, I think, a lower end quality. And little touches like having the end cap here at the end being a plastic piece, just shows that this is not their main focus for where they're investing their time and money. Small pieces like that, an end cap that maybe was metal or something would be a little nicer. All right, so overall, I really love these dip handles. I think they would be a great addition to anybody who's got this rack or another ATX rack. Price point is really good, and it adds another dimension to your rack. I've really got very little by way of criticism like the other things I mentioned. Let me know if you got any questions about it in the comments below, and we'll see you next time.